I'm Karen Ford, and I'm the host of the new show, The Sci-Fi Zone. And we will be discussing anything and everything related to sci-fi, fantasy, video gaming, and anything else that's geeky here in Newfoundland, Labrador. And with me today, I have Mr. Paul Dooley, and I have Mr. Darren Hand. And today's special guest is Fleming Hansen, and he will be talking about his new gaming center here in Mount Pearl. So come back in a few minutes after these words from our sponsor. Welcome back to our show. Mr. Hansen, how did you come to have the store? Like, what got you into it?
Well, the whole family always been interested in video games. I've been innocent now since I don't know how long, 30 years or more. So we always like video games. We think it's a great pastime, and we just thought been thinking about this for the last 10 years or so, that starting something like this, and we thought it was the right time, and want to give the kids something to do. Thought it's great, and we hope they'll have fun.
So what made you choose this location here in Mount Pearl?
Well, Mount Pearl is a good location, and there are limited spaces, so we looked around, and this was one of those that looked pretty good. It's got the right kind of size, the right kind of layout, basically, because you don't want it too open. You want to have it a little bit separated, so the noise from one game doesn't interfere too much with the other ones.
And the name, where did you come up with that?
Midgard. Well, my wife picked that one out, but it actually has a couple different meanings. Midgard is, first of all, it's the realm of humans in the Nordic mythology. But it also happens to be Middle Earth in the Nordic translation of Lord of the Rings. And we are big Lord of the Rings fans, so we thought it was a nice name and a nice ring to it. So.
Lord of the Rings, that's the one with the witches and Harry Potter.
No.
I know the difference. So what kind of video games do you have here?
We have pretty much a bit of everything, from the regular shooters, all the Call of Duty and Battlefield 3, to RPGs like the Skyrim and various old ones, real-time strategy like StarCraft 2, Minecraft is very popular, which is a nice little game, we basically have three different setups. We have PlayStation 3s, we have Xbox 360s, and we have some high-performance gaming computers, and a number of games to choose from there for people.
Are the games separate, or are they connected together, or are they connected to the internet?
Oh, it's all connected through a gigabit Ethernet network and through a fiber optic communications link to the internet. So it runs pretty smooth. Low lag, so you don't get killed more than you have to.
Any more than you have to. So somebody can actually come in here, play a game, and like they can either play with their buddy next to them, or they can play with. Is it set up so like you can play with people all over the world? Is that?
Oh yeah, just like Multiplayer, there's different ways of doing it. Like you do it at home, you can just connect to a server and you go play against anybody in the world. Difference is here that a lot of the games, or most of the games where you can, the individual accounts are friends already. So if you go in and you log into, say, Battlefield 3, which is one of the big shooters now, you can just find the guy that's sitting next to you, and he's right there and a friend, and you connect with him and you go in together into the game, and you get that more of a social experience out of it than just playing against somebody you don't know. So you can come in, you can play with your buddies, or you can play by yourself. It's really up to you, but where it really shows the interesting aspect of a place like this is when you're here with your friends, because you can really have a blast. We see kids in here, they really like it, and you see that they're talking away at the same time they're sitting playing, and come over, help me, I need a med pack and things like that. Because there are games too where you can actually do like co-op. There's some zombie shooters, some called Left 4 Dead, for example. There can be 4 players working together at the same time, trying to beat the game. So they are really working together and helping each other out, and it's a totally different experience.
Okay.
Now, are they able to save their games and come back?
Yeah, games that have save features, which are most games. When they come in and they save on the computer, when they log out, the save files are transferred onto our server. When they come back in, they log into a different computer. Their save files are transferred over to that computer, and they can just pick up where they left off.
Okay.
So you don't lose your progress.
Okay.
That's on the computer. It's a little bit different on the PlayStation and the Xbox 3. You just don't have the technical capabilities to do that. So there's other ways of doing it there. You can save it, but it's a little more. They have to do a little more themselves. It's not all automated.
I'll ask the bad question now. What's the charge for coming in and playing? Because a lot of people will probably want to know that. Or how does it work? Is it when you come in, do you pay, or do you buy like a package at a time, or how does it go?
You can do anything. You can start by just buying a single hour if you want, or you can buy packages of 3 or 5 hours. And when you buy a package, the time stays in your account down to the minute. So if you buy 5 hours, you go in and play for 1 hour and 37 minutes.
Yeah.
When you come back, you still have 3 hours and 23 minutes left on your account.
Okay.
So it is down to the minute, and it's not use it or lose it. It is really your minutes, and they don't never expire. And the cost, it's basic membership is free, and with that it's $5 for 1 hour, or you can get, for example, 5 hours for $20.
Yeah.
And they stay on the account. Then we also have some what we call the VIG, a very important gamer membership, which basically there's a fee to set that up, a small fee, but it gives you some hours and a T-shirt, and then you get a discount on your hours. So basically, we try to make it affordable and fun for the kids. Not just kids, but there's a lot of adults in here too, actually.
So what are the age groups that usually comes in here?
There's a lot of late teens, and then there's some in the early 20s and up. And now we've only been open for just over 2 weeks, so it's probably not very representative just yet. It's basically like a couple of guys know about it, and they bring in their friends, and so they all. The sample size is just not big enough to really see it yet, but there are a little bit all over the age group. There's even small kids that come in with the parents coming with them.
So how many stations do you have here, and are you going to be, like, is it always full, or what's your customer ratio like so far?
So far, I think it's you can really see it starting to pick up. So far, it hasn't. I wouldn't say it's been full all the time. But you can see here lately the word is getting up there, and it's starting to pick up. With regards to how many stations we have, currently we have 4 PlayStation 3s, we have 4 Xbox 360s, and 8 of the gaming computers.
So which is most popular so far, would you say?
Probably the Xbox 360s. but that might have something to do with that we have these special gaming chairs, and they are so far only connected for the Xbox 360s. Basically, you're sitting on top of the subwoofer, so it gives a nice
feel to it.
Yeah. So that's I mean, the equipment here is trying to have some good equipment, so it gives that better experience. Same thing with the computers. It's not your everyday computer. We built them ourselves from parts we got shipped in. So they are optimized for gaming. Instead of gaming computers, high-end graphics cards, lots of RAM, fast processors, and they don't have all the, if I may use it, the crapware you have on all the other computers that you buy at the store. So they are bare bones. There's just the stuff on to run the games, and that's it. So they run smooth.
Sounds good.
If somebody like me now who is not into video games and I want to learn, say, okay, I got a son or a godson or a cousin, and he's always playing video games, and I know nothing about video games. Are there video games out there that I can come in and say, okay, I know nothing about video games, can you show me which one is a good basic one to start learning at? Because I know some of them ones you see them advertised on TV now, it's like, you got to build all this, you got to do all that, you got to do all this, and then finally you get to play the game. Are there games that you can just come in and say, okay, I just want to play a basic video game?
Yeah, there's lots of different games there to play.
So if a mom and dad want to come in with their son or daughter, and the son and daughter is really advanced in the games, and the mom and dad just want to spend time with them, and they want to come in too. So there is games that like they can go playing also. So it's not, it's not just for kids. Like adults can come in and learn playing too.
I mean, you can even, if you just want to sit down and go on Facebook while the son is playing or something like that, there's internet on too, and it's fast. So, but there's Plants vs Zombies. There's
also, you just want to just shoot stuff. You don't have to accumulate everything.
Pretty much every game has either an easy level or tutorials that you go through first. For example, there's some of the real-time strategy games, like Civilization 5 we have on there. That's a nice game. It has some good tutorials in it, and you can learn how to do it, and it teaches you about the units, the resources you have to use, and all those things. Or you can just jump right into a shooter, put it on easy level, and
shoot zombies.
Blast away.
That'll be my game. Just go and get a gun and go.
Because you also
Darren friendly.
Yeah.
You always have the choice of doing either multiplayer online, or there's also single player campaigns.
Okay.
I wouldn't jump in multiplayer online on one of the big shooters. You would be creamed pretty quickly.
Oh yes, that'll be a good chance. Yeah.
There's people that play those constantly. They're really good at it. So those kind of games you still have fun. But
Excellent. So it is a business that for the whole family, mom and dad, the whole family can come in for a few hours.
Oh yes.
Play games and everybody's welcome.
Yeah, and with regards to kids that come in, we have a parental consent form. We do stick by the ESRB's guidelines.
The what, sorry?
The entertainment software something board.
Okay, all right. So there is
rating board.
There's actually a rating board for video games.
Well, you see M-rated games. You see E10, E10 plus. Teen games. Yeah. So if somebody comes in here that's 15 years old, unless they have a parental consent form with them, they cannot play a M-rated game. You have to be 17 to play that. So that's something to keep in mind too.
So mom and dad wouldn't have any worries about them seeing something or doing something that they...
Nope.
Oh, that's excellent.
Nope. And the computers are protected against any kind of accessing any things on the internet that's inappropriate. There's none of that allowed at all.
Yeah.
And everything is under control. So.
Excellent.
Okay, well, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Hansen, for taking the time out to talk about your new store here, and hopefully now it will start booming for you. And so I'd also like to thank Mr. Paul Dooley for joining us as well as Darren Hand.
I'm always here.
Yes. If you would like to send any comments in, or you would like to become a part of a guest of our show, you can reach us at the Sci-fi Zone at gmail.com. You can also get us on Facebook, and if you'd like to just give me a tweet, I'm on Twitter at KarenFord1. Thanks for watching.